we're going to give ourselves 24 hours to fish one of the most famous trout rivers in the Pacific Northwest.
Man, it is stormy McNorman. It's this all the time. We're gonna go over by these rocks over here. Hope to find something.
Oh, that's a nice fish. Considered one of Washington State's premier blue ribbon trout streams, the Yakima River is home to world-class trout that draw anglers from around the globe. The Yakima River Canyon, one of the river's most scenic stretches, winds through a rugged desert landscape framed by towering basalt cliffs and ridges. Remarkably, the river itself predates much of the volcanic landscape that surrounds it, having carved its path through the region over millions of years. When the Lewis and Clark expedition passed through the area in 1805, the Yakima River watershed was teeming with fish. For thousands of years, the river and its salmon runs sustained the indigenous people of the region, including the Yakima Nation. As settlement expanded, overharvest and habitat degradation led to significant declines in fish populations. Through decades of conservation efforts and protective regulations, including catch and release management on portions of the upper river, trout populations rebounded dramatically. Today, the Yakima supports one of the healthiest wild trout populations in the Pacific Northwest and stands as a testament to how thoughtful conservation can restore and protect a world-class fishery. This trip kind of fell on our laps. Jenna was going to a show in the Columbia River Gorge, and so if we gave her a ride, that put us close to the entryway into the Yakima Canyon. So we took that opportunity and decided we'd run down in there and see what was going on.
Bacon in the fridge. I think we should make that. So the plan is simple. We're basically gonna drive all the way out to the canyon, sleep right next to the river, and fish as much as we can in these 24 hours. All right, we got myself all crammed in here. Just about ready to leave, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go, baby. You've got all the groceries.
All right.
All right.
Let's do this. All right. All right, Jude, what are we doing?
Just dropped off Mama. We're out of here.
Let's go.
It got stormy all of a sudden, huh?
All right. Sitting here, getting some Mexican food because it's real storming me out. So, would hope this storm passes and have some burritos. So we took a quick stop at Red's Fly Shop. Red's is a really big store on the side of the road right next to the river. It has everything a fisherman would need: flies, waders, boots, rods, you name it, it's there. They have a little food, they have a little restaurant and everything. We stopped by there to get a handful of flies for our fishing trip. So now we're gonna head to our campsite. Wow. All right. Made it to camp.
River's right there.
This is actually a lot more nicer than I thought it was gonna be. There's actually people here.
How pretty this is. Look at all that.
Campsite D.
Apartment. Wop, 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 wop.
Wop, wop. My dad was really eager to hit the water, so we set up camp real fast and started to go. Alright, so got all of our gear right up. We're gonna set up the tent. Get all of our stuff ready. Oh, this is gonna be a while. So we got camp all set up.
Yeah, we did.
We got all of our stuff ready. Now we're gonna go see what the water's like for a few hours, and yeah.
Time to see. Time to actually get some fishing going on, right?
All right.
All right.
Part one.
Let's get them. There you go, give yourself a little more land. Look at your back cast. There you go, that's good. Let that fish. Oh, this isn't working.
I know. So we did fishing kind of all day, and we were really starting to get fed up with catching absolutely nothing, and our morale was getting low. What if it's just like this? It's not good, because it's like, it's this all. So we decided to head back to camp, chill out, make dinner. Alright, just got back to camp.
Okay.
We're gonna make some beans and steak. Pepper.
Okay.
Salt.
Okay. I like it.
A little bit more. Alright. Roll. Now I'm making my beans because we're going to put them in tortillas.
All right, we got
Okay,
beans.
Chef Lizo is going to teach you the art of the tortilla. Then we got the totally American steaks. And then we got the crisp tortillas, and then the American steaks. So.
All right, got steak and burrito.
All right, I'm gonna be the honor
Taste that
steak
steak.
cooker.
Let me see.
so good.
Is it?
It's so good. It's actually so good.
All right.
Dude, it's like juicy when you bite into it. It's so good. Oh my god.
All right, let me try. As the sun dipped behind the canyon walls, we sat around the fire with marshmallows and reflected on the day. The tricky wade access, constant wind, and sheer size of the river had tested us at every turn. We started to question whether 24 hours was enough time to truly understand this fishery. As we turned in for the night, one thing was clear. If we were going to succeed tomorrow, we'd have to find a way to crack the code of the Yakima. Good night.
Night-o.
Good night, Al. The next morning felt completely different. The winds had died down, and our spirits were high. We knew we needed to change our approach if we were going to figure out this river. First, we had to change our rigs. Instead of fishing dry dropper setups, we switched to a dry fly rig, each of us using a different pattern to cover more possibilities. Next, we spent some time researching stretches of the river that offered easier wading access and better opportunities to fish effectively from the shore. These were the adjustments we hoped would finally help us crack the code of the Yakima. Okay. It's been hard. We've been fishing hard and it's not going that well. But we got online, we did some research, and I think this might be the spot. So let's go catch a fish. What do you say?
We got this. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's sneak up on this log, Pooh.
Alright. Woo!
Here we get it ready.
Da-da. Alright, so the guy said excellent shore fishing.
So let's go fish from the shore there.
Yeah, let's go fish, yeah.
Oh. I've always had this thought. It happens right when you start to believe it's never going to happen. And that moment was right now. I got one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Coming at ya.
And the jaybird singing something about the way things used to be.
He hit the dry.
Now I'm dancing on a wire like a cheap paper tiger, strumming on a heartstring stereo to a song that no one knows, and it goes like this. Hey, hey, yeah, said it goes like this. Say la vie, oh, don't ask me, 'cause it goes like this. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, okay, so I wanted to ask you, like in that moment when you're watching that footage right there, where is your head at?
Yeah, so when I was there, I was sitting there, I'm like messing with mud or something. I wasn't really paying attention. I kind of thought it was a bus fishing spot and you're still trying to get it. And then I'm just sitting there slopping mud, and then I hear, I got one. And I look up and I see you like tugging super hard trying to like get this one fish. And
Yeah, I know. It had been so much work.
We'd been there all day trying to.
Yeah, day 2 already into day 2.
Yeah, it had already been day 2. Day 1 we got our butts whooped. Yeah.
And so, like, I was so happy to finally hook into a fish, and I think changing our flies to a dry instead of a dry dropper.
Yeah, because it pretty much because it hit the dry.
Yeah.
So we learned from experience and.
Yeah, and then like, boom, I hook in, we catch that fish, it's sweet, and then for me, all I can think about is getting you on a fish.
I mean, yeah, because you were trying your entire, and I was just kind of there, from like day 1, I was trying to fish, but I wasn't really trying to get into it. But then the next part,
like after I caught my fish,
after you caught right after the next spot we went to, it was insane,
I know, I felt like the energy kicked up.
Yeah, because we actually got something, and we're like, finally.
Yeah.
And then we're like, maybe they do exist in this river, so.
Yeah.
It's not a complete bust. We know something's here.
Totally, and we had been busting our butts so much that I felt the energy too, and the energy was telling me, let's get Leo on a fish.
Yeah.
And so, we kind of learned that working that river the way we were working it wasn't the right approach, because there was just all that grass and all those impossible trees.
Yeah, it was like we were basically trying to fish an area that was impossible. It was just, like I said in the video, it's not good. It's all the way, the entire thing was just covered with bushes and branches. We had to find one spot, and that one spot was next to the train tracks, apparently, so. Never know.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like we were starting to get a better eye of what held an opportunity for a fish, and then
like bushes, there's no way you're getting something in there.
And so I felt like when we learned that, and we started, after I caught my fish, we started to sort of pick apart the river, and we chose spots that I felt like gave us the best.
We started to realize that it wasn't like, you don't have to fish those impossible terrain, and if you really just find a good spot, there's something there.
Yeah.
We're in the jungle. We're trying this fishing spot. It's not too good. We're gonna go over by these rocks over here. Hope to find something. You want to fish? Go. Got it? I got it. Mini. Very, very small. Probably won't even fit in the net. No, he's definitely not going to fit in the net. This guy's like a sardine. Ah!
Get your hands wet first.
I'll keep in the water. Oh, wait,
There he goes.
there he goes.
Dude.
We got it. Yeah. So, that's why I went, oh.
And just like that, the bite was on. that?
Got it. Oh, he's nice. Oh, he's fighting it. He's really fighting.
Bring him over here. Bring him over here. Bring him right here.
Say, look at that. How beautiful that is.
Oh.
No, he flipped away.
Aw, dude, that was so badass.
Yes. Look how big he was. Yes.
Our 24 hours were up, and it was time to go. We broke camp laughing about the trip, retelling stories about each other's catches that we had already told each other 3 times before. As I drove us out of the canyon, replaying all the little moments we had shared over the last 24 hours, I found myself thinking that yes, maybe we had cracked the Yakima, even if only a little, and yes, we had accomplished our goal of pushing ourselves as anglers by giving ourselves so little time to learn such a complex fishery. But what seemed the most important in that moment wasn't the fish at all. It was all the silly, wonderful memories I got to share with Leo. I know he'll always be my little buddy, but I also know these kinds of adventures will become fewer and further between as he grows into a young man and eventually takes his own kids on trips that push them maybe just a little bit past their limits. And those are the moments that I cherish the most. What are we doing?